I usually work Wednesdays, so I was very, very glad that I did not have to work last night.
Yeah, oh my God.
I would have been fucking angry. This episode of Real Garbage is brought to you by the end of My Sober October. Beer has never tasted so good. Not slurping it, I'm just drinking it. I'm drinking wine now.
Ooh.
Wine has never tasted so good as well.
This episode is also brought to you by spontaneously getting a tattoo for a good cause.
Woo-woo.
Shout out to Tattoo Zoo for their Halloween Flash Day.
This is Real Garbage. For a good cause, what was it for?
So they had two charities that they were supporting. One of them was for cancer recovery.
Oh.
Yeah, and the other one was for I feel so bad. It was for a gentleman he was a local guy, Victorian, and he died in Mexico. So they were raising money to have his body come back here and have a memorial and a funeral.
So it wasn't like a party death, it was a tragic death.
Yeah.
Oh, well, geez, that sucks.
So. Yeah.
Way to put a damper on it.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
But yeah, I found out Tattoo Zoo is having a flash, and I checked out the page, and they have all their artists are so talented and good, and their regular work was awesome. And I found out about their Halloween flash, so I got super stoked about it. I was there at 7:30 this morning with a couple of my coworkers, and we camped out with lawn chairs waiting for them to open until 11 or at 11.
Holy, 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That how many other people were in line?
A shit ton.
How many people were ahead of you?
5 or 6.
So there were people there even earlier.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know.
The only time I've ever camped out for anything, and I didn't even plan on it. I just got home from work at 11 o'clock one night, and Buddy was like, "Hey, Grand Theft Auto 4 gets released at midnight. You want to come down to Future Shop and wait with us?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I rolled up a couple joints and went down there and waited for it. And I didn't even really want it, but that game was pretty damn cool. Yeah. So I played until 4 in the morning that night.
The last thing I waited for like that was the last true midnight release of a Harry Potter movie. I think it was number 5, Order of the Phoenix in West Edmonton Mall.
I finally watched. Well, I didn't watch them all in a marathon, but Netflix only has
a couple of them.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, and 7 part 2.
Yeah.
So I watched all 4 a couple months ago. I think it was August or September. They're so good.
I know. I've really been wanting to watch the first one. And I haven't yet because I want to watch it with my boyfriend, and he really wants to watch Rogue One. So I'm like, okay, well, we made this plan to watch one on our anniversary, but we went out for dinner, and I think we watched Big Mouth instead. But
have you watched season 3?
Yes, not completely, but
really?
We're watching it.
It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I liked it though. I was really happy with it. There's some. How many episodes have you watched?
I think we have one left.
Stop yawning. You can't start yawning already. We're
I
only
know.
4 minutes into this.
I'm not tired. My brain just doesn't have enough oxygen.
Wake up, Katie's brain. She get at a hyperbaric chamber. I was listening to Joe Rogan and this guy talk about it today. It's pretty crazy. Guys coming back from brain damage with hyperbaric chambers because it just force feeds your brain with oxygen and your mitochondria with oxygen.
Whoa.
Yeah. There's a story of this kid, Caleb something. He's this young kid who got in a car accident. He was a long distance runner, and he's done 40 treatments or 80 treatments of hyperbaric treatment in 3 to 5 months. The motherfucker's running again.
Whoa.
He was in a coma. His muscles had atrophied. He couldn't even, they're like, "You're never going to walk again." And now he's running again.
Cool.
It's wild. It's crazy. This kind of shit. There's another story about this girl, Eden something on YouTube. I gotta watch it. But apparently she was dead for 2 hours. And they gave her this hyperbaric treatment and she came back to life. That's fucked up.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to do some more research on that because that's some OA shit.
Yeah.
Have you watched that show?
No.
all about this dude basically murdering these people, bringing them back to life, like drowning them, and they go to the other side, and then brings them back to life. It's only 2 seasons, or no, it's only 2 parts.
Oh,
Like 16 episodes, and that's it. It's a standalone one-off
that.
series. It's really good though. It's pretty messed up. I didn't know what it was. Someone's like, "You got to watch the OA." I'm like, "What is it about?" They're like, "Just watch it."
you're like, okay.
Well, you watch the first episode and you're thinking, "Okay, I kind of have an idea where this is going." Then you get to the end of the first episode and it's like, "What is this?"
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I've recommended it to a few people, and the few people that have, like, I don't know about you, but whenever I recommend TV shows, I'm like, you need to stop everything in your life right
Yeah.
now and watch this show.
Yep.
And 1 out of 5 people will be like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to watch that show. And every once in a while, someone make a good recommendation.
Someone will come back and
They're like, you changed my life with that recommendation. Because there's other people that have done that for me. But there are some times when people recommend shows and I'm like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
Why would you think I would like this?
yeah.
After what I've told you I'm into. But every once in a while, I started watching the new Watchmen. And before you came over to do this, I was watching episode 2, and I was like 40 minutes in, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm not really digging it. I'm not digging it. It's just it's a very like dark, slow burn. It's cool, but I'm just I don't know. I can't get into it.
Dang.
It's like trying to watch Making a Murderer or any of those shows. I'm like, I can't do it. And it's set in, I don't know, it's set in the 60s. It feels like the 60s or the 70s, and it's just I haven't seen the movie in a long time either.
Yeah.
And it's set after the movie, 20, 30 years in the future past the movie.
Okay.
So I don't know. And my buddy hyped it up for me. We watched the premiere, was it last week? The week before last.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
And he was like, it was reviewed as the best premiere ever. And we watched it. I'm like, I look at him, I go, that was okay. It wasn't
Like,
mine.
what
He's
do
like,
you want?
well, the 2 reviews I read were amazing. And by the way, if you're listening to this, I'm already 2 beers. I haven't been drinking for 31 days.
Yeah.
31 days. I have had 2 tall boys, and I'm on my first glass of wine. I feel great right now. Sober October was good. It was good. Like I've been sleeping really well. Oh, for the last half of the month. I think I told you I'm keeping a dream journal.
Yeah.
I shared some entries with you.
Yeah, those are wild.
Ridiculous.
Holy fuck.
Fighting aliens in space.
There was one where you were pretty much me.
Yeah. At the haunted...
The corn maze.
Gailey Farms. Like, okay, I'm being chased by this murderer, but for some reason I know I'm a female. And then hiding in the mausoleum, and the old guy's like, shh.
Yeah.
I just heard a dog over here. I'm like, why is he saying he just heard a dog? Why isn't he ratting us out? We got to get out of here. But the weirdest one was trying to murder the AI robot human with my bootlaces.
Yes.
Fuck.
You jumped off a cliff.
I jumped off a cliff because its sister knew I killed it
Yeah.
and was mad and tried to rip my arms off. If somebody's hearing that now, somebody just walked into someone's cubicle and was like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It's one feature I forgot to tell you. Oh my God.
Easy
Oops.
now.
Jesus. I'm getting stoked. For those of you who don't know, I got gifted a smartwatch.
Thing looks so cool.
So it tracks your sleep when you're sleeping, and it tracks your deep sleep, your light sleep. It tracks your REM. So now when I'm like, I'm tired, I have proof that I only got like 53 minutes of goddamn REM out of like 8 hours.
Does it track your, do you use a sleep cycle app?
No, it's built in.
Samsung Health type thing?
Yeah. So
Because
there's Samsung Health. Let me see if I can.
So what is your average? Because the average human sleep cycle is 90 minutes. And I found that for myself, it's about 90 minutes. So let's say if I go to bed at 11:45 and know I'm going to fall asleep at midnight, if I wake up at 6, that's 4 sleep cycles and I'm good to go. But if I wake up at 6:30, I am
You're
fucked.
Yeah. My sleep record, 5 hours and 4 minutes, because I got up at 6 to do the flash and I went to bed at 12:30.
Ooh, were you groggy? Well, you're yawning now.
Yeah,
so
I was fine throughout the day, and like I got a second wind. Okay, so here's what I don't get. It says my efficiency the past 3 days that I've been wearing this is consistently in the 90s, but looking at it, like actual sleep time, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
What?
So it logged that I was resting for 5 hours and 4 minutes, but actual time asleep, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Is that REM sleep or total sleep time?
Total sleep time.
Maybe you sleepwalk. Maybe you sleep jog.
Maybe.
Maybe you do something in your sleep other than sleep.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, I don't think I told you this. I'll tell you after. But my REM, 29%, 43 minutes.
Wow.
Light sleep, an hour and 22 minutes. Deep sleep, 12 minutes.
Here's a question. Do you eat anything pickled or cheese before bed? Yeah.
What did I... Yesterday before bed, I had... For dinner at the pub, I had the apple brie pizza with balsamic reduction as instead of pizza sauce.
Because...
And that was probably at like 11.
Well, because I've figured this. Well, I didn't figure it out. I read it on the internet. That if you eat anything pickled or cheese before bed, those two things for sure will give you fucked up dreams. And I've tested that theory, and I've actually talked to one of my coworkers. He's like, I had fucked up dreams because I've been like tracking my sleep, and I've been waking up at 5:45 every morning, even on the weekends. It's amazing. But I've been going to bed before 10:30. And he's like, I had some fucked up dreams. I'm like, did you eat before bed? He goes, yeah, like an hour before bed. I'm like, what did you eat? He says, oh, I don't know, some pickles and some cheese and some olives. I'm like, all the things that give you trippy dreams.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I did. It was a apple brie pizza.
Yeah. So and sugar before bed. I remember once I was working up north on a 2-week shift, and I ate we used to have these amazing chocolate chip cookies in the kitchen. I ate 6. They were big too. 6 giant chocolate chip cookies before bed. And I went to bed and I laid down, and I didn't feel like I fell asleep, but all of a sudden I'm like, oh, there's 6 dogs over me. Oh, hey puppies, what's going on? And then all of a sudden they're like, and they started eating me. They were wolves.
Oh my God.
I fucking jump out of bed, cold sweat just shaking, like, no more cookies before bed. It was terrifying.
Yeah, that's fucked.
I told that to someone at work the next day, and they're like, oh yeah, I get that all the time. We have these crazy nightmares from those cookies. Ooh. Nightmare chip cookies, but apparently
Jesus.
So yeah, but sugar before bed is terrible. Like if I have I'll just every once in a while I'll indulge and have a pop, one of those delicious Sparks cream sodas.
Yes.
Or a cranberry ginger ale. Mm-hmm. They're on sale. I can't resist. I normally don't drink pop though, but I came home, was it last night from doing comedy at the Mint, and I normally don't stay out till after 10, and I had the big bowl of my homemade granola. Oh, I'm making my own homemade granola, folks. If you want the recipe, just hit me up. It's fantastic. You've had it.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm loving that shit. I ordered some sesame butter and almond butter off of Amazon. So it's cheaper, and you get bigger containers. I'm like, fuck yeah. And oats as well. Like 5 pounds of rolled oats.
Damn.
I'm making granola forever. This is day 3, no meat.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's actually pretty good. I still eat eggs. I'm finishing off my eggs in the morning. And butter. I can't. Butter.
That's fair.
God, now butter is gonna be hard. But like no pork or chicken or bacon.
Meat.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm eating a lot of rice, a lot of quinoa, some black beans. I have my red lentil soup, which is really good. I wish you could try it, but you can't. It's full of tomatoes. It will kill you. But I like it.
You know whose fridge is not full?
The girl in this movie that we just watched. I was trying to oh, look, there's lights outside, but half of them are off.
Yeah.
We watched Lights Out. You know what? This was your pick.
Yep.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We've been doing this whole scary movie slasher flick theme for Halloween, and I normally don't like scary movies.
Yep. Because they're not good or done well.
Well, and the people are usually stupid.
Yep.
This one, Lights Out from 2016, was refreshing.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Told you.
Yeah, it was smart. The people did the right thing. The things that you would be like, I would do this. You're like, oh shit, they did
They're
it.
doing it.
It's so cool.
I know. Finally. It only took a bazillion goddamn years.
I didn't like the end though, but we won't get there yet.
Yeah.
We're going to start from the start.
We won't get there yet.
Perhaps you'd better start at the beginning. So the whole premise of this movie, in a nutshell, would you like to explain the premise of this movie? Sure.
I dropped my notes on the floor. Okay, so the whole premise of this movie is there is a spookily doogly spirit,
Spookily doogly.
yeah, named Diana,
Halloween.
and she has this demon spirit ghost has a sensitivity to light because when she was alive, she had a sensitivity to light skin condition. And she has attached herself to this family and is basically wreaking havoc and can only wreak said havoc in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So she somehow has the ability to manipulate light and like put it out, which that's the one thing I was like,
Yeah.
that's OP. Like that's overpowered.
It's a question I had too was, how does she turn the lights off and on?
Yeah.
Does she have like an electrician's ticket?
Yeah.
Has she done her 4 years?
Does she have a like a special glove where it's protecting her hand from being crisped off?
Did she apprentice like somewhere in northern BC? She did the 2 weeks on, 1 week off shift.
But yeah, so this is about the family trying to get rid of her. And when I saw this in the theater, it was, obviously at night. I think this came out
2016?
Yeah, I can't remember like the time of year.
Ah.
I feel like it was a summer release actually, but
Still dark in the theater either way.
yeah, and then coming out, like if you see a night movie, it's dark. This movie didn't right off the bat inherently make me weary of the dark, but like I would be in my room by myself and then my room has hardwood. And there's that scene that we'll get to in a bit with the hardwood floor. And I would just, my brain would automatically think, oh, what if Diana came out right now? You're in the dark. And I'm just like, oops, I did it again. Trying to make me calm down and feel better. And I'm in my bed and I'm looking around and I'm like,
that took me a second. I was like, why is she singing? Oh yeah, because she was singing Britney Spears when she's scared.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then I'll have to mellow myself out and then I'll usually watch something funny or goofy on Netflix until my brain forgets about it. But yeah, this movie genuinely made me have these thoughts where I'm like, what if Diana was in the dark? And I'm like, what are you doing?
For me, that was when I was a kid. Was Chucky made me think of that?
Oh yeah.
I would legit. I think I was 10 or 11 when I saw it. I would, if I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I would stand up on my bed first and jump towards the door and hit the light switch and turn around. It's like, oh, maybe he's under my bed. It was a vivid imagination.
Yeah, that was kind of like me, except what I thought was under my bed gonna grab me was Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Because when Two Towers came out, it was 2002, and I was 7 when I when I saw it. So you bet your sweet ass I was afraid that he was in my room under my bed.
He wasn't super scary though.
No. He was just creepy.
He was creepy, but
yeah.
he was downtrodden.
Yeah.
He was, he was misled.
I feel for him now.
I just remember, I thought, hold on. I remember thinking when I saw The Hobbit, when they made the first Hobbit movie, how cool it was to see the first interaction of Gollum and Bilbo. Bilbo.
Yeah, Bilbo.
Because I read The Hobbit, I've probably read that book 30 times. I want to read it again one of these days, actually. And I was thinking oh man, this is so cool. Riddles in the dark.
I know. I keep a copy of The Hobbit in my car if I'm need light reading to pass time, if I go to a clinic and I'm waiting for a couple of hours.
I think I lost my original. Oh, somebody's going to where the fireworks are. Maybe that fire, the Centennial Park fire, got out of control.
Maybe.
The Great Pallet Fire of 2019.
The Great Candyman Pallet Fire in Centennial Park.
So this starts off. No, they answered every question I had, except for one. Ooh. But right off the start, we find this is the stepdad, the husband, at work at the mannequin factory or fabric factory.
Some creepy ass factory.
It's just a weird spot with terrible lighting. I may add. Good movie lighting.
Yeah.
But for working conditions, maybe it was late If it was late, though, the kid was still up late.
Yeah.
But it's fair because his mother was talking to herself or talking to her imaginary demon friend.
Yeah, and he wasn't sleeping, so fair
Yeah.
game.
Poor kid.
I know.
But this guy's secretary goes downstairs. Now, and I don't know about you, but if let's say I look down the hallway right now and I, for some reason, switch the light off behind me and I saw a creepy ass silhouette of some monster and turn the light back on, I don't think I might flip it off one more time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it 5 times.
Yeah.
And I would definitely be putting my shoes on and getting the fuck out of here and getting in the car.
Yep.
Maybe just run into the pub.
Yep.
Just have a few more drinks. Maybe it's my imagination. I'll go back later. Katie will be there. It's fine. Sorry, I'm
I
out.
come and I'm a fucking crumpled human bone bag on your carpet.
Just, I wouldn't stand around. And she's like, there's something downstairs.
Yeah.
Something kind of scared me. You
Yeah,
just be careful.
Right? She's not like there was a person who was disappearing downstairs.
Yeah, she's not very clear on what she saw.
Yeah.
She just goes, well, you be careful when you leave. Because he's like on the phone going like, hold on, I'm not going to listen to you right now.
Yeah.
She
I
should have been
to
like,
deal with this.
I saw something downstairs. It was really scary. I don't feel comfortable leaving here by yourself. You should come with me.
Yeah.
Or we should let's go look together.
Yep.
And then he ends up getting murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sad, but it's a great fucking way to start.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoyed it. It's pretty sweet. So then, supernatural powers. Oh, God. Have you seen the movie The Pick of Destiny? It's supernatural. You mean super? No, it's supra. It's one level above super. This is Ben Stiller's cameo. Anyway, title screen.
Sounds familiar.
Bam. We meet Becca.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was attractive.
Yeah.
She's my type. Kind of cold, though. A little bit cold to old Brett.
Yep.
I've been dating for 8 months. 8 months. She hasn't talked about her family.
No.
He doesn't even know that she has a brother.
No. And she doesn't even acknowledge that he's her boyfriend and that they're dating. She's just like,
Yeah.
I've been seeing you for 8 months.
She just kind of seemed like he wasn't. She's like, oh, you're the only one I'm dating. It didn't really seem that way.
Yeah.
I'm like,
The way, how aloof she was.
yeah. So that, I don't know if that was a directorial choice, director choice,
Yeah.
or a character choice. Maybe she wasn't playing the character that well, but she was good. There wasn't nobody acted poorly in this movie.
No.
Everybody was really good.
Yeah. And the one complaint I had wasn't even about. I almost
Are
burned.
you okay?
Yeah.
Just let it out.
That's true. One thing I hate in all movies is when girls come out of the shower and their hair is mostly dry right off the bat and already parted and styled. I'm like, no. You're coming out of there looking like a hot mess. You're not coming out with almost completely towel dried hair parted perfectly.
Well, that whole shower scene seemed like it was just cut short. But you don't always get your hair wet in the shower, do you?
It depends on what type of shower head you have. The place she was living with that light shining in.
Oh God.
I do not think she had, an adjustable shower head to avoid getting her hair wet.
Just shoots straight out of the wall right in your
Yeah.
face. How could you sleep with that glowing red light? All I could think of was Kramer and Seinfeld with the chicken sign.
Yes. Yeah, it was so powerful and strong. There's no way you would sign a lease and be like, yep, that's fine. Leave the tattoo sign on after the shop's closed.
I at least hope she's getting a good deal on rent.
Yeah, you'd hope so with that light.
Maybe that shop set up shop after she moved in. We're going to put up a sign that never goes off. Or it does, but only for about 10 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Bylaw is going to allow it.
So then we are introduced to this kid who we find out that is the child of the guy who just died in the first scene.
Martin is his name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's in the nurse's office at school and he's falling asleep. And they call his mom to come get him, but she's not answering because she's too busy talking to, quote, herself.
Or demons.
And then he calls his sister.
Fireworks.
And she comes. And when Rebecca gets there, a CPS worker is there.
Child Protective Services.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, at the school.
Which to me, like I don't know how it works, so I could be completely wrong, but I have never heard of a CPS worker getting called because a kid is falling asleep in class.
No.
I have fallen asleep in class. Like, it's not something that would get Child Protective Services involved.
Well, I guess if the mom isn't being responsive,
Yeah.
it might. 3 times fallen asleep. Probably had a few issues before.
Yeah,
the mother's not coming
especially
in to check on him.
his
They're
dad
like,
just
okay.
died.
It's
Yeah.
like, we better get somebody involved. And it seems like this CPS worker has been a caseworker of theirs.
Yeah,
for
because
some
she
time.
knows Becca. So Becca decides to take Martin home, and she takes him to their house.
Oh, he packs his bags
Yeah,
immediately.
Immediately. He's like, I'm going. Bye.
All I could think of was he's packing a bag. He's checking it twice. Getting the fuck out of this creepy old house.
Martin.
You dropped your phone again. You dropped your notes.
I dropped my note.
You dropped your notes on the floor. Good thing it's carpet, not hardwood.
Oh, it would be smashed.
But this movie there was no build up to anything. This just hit the gas pedal right away.
Yep.
That's what I was liking about this movie.
And there was no lull. Like, this movie was an hour and 20 minutes long. It was the perfect length of time.
I was actually surprised at how short it was because I was thinking I was thinking an hour and a half at least. I'm like, hour and 20. Did I acquire a full version?
Yep.
In quotes.
Yeah, no, it was just the right amount of time. It never dragged. I was never like, okay, get the story going. Like, it didn't seem like it had any filler, any filler shots. It's just everything had a purpose.
It was all main course.
Yeah.
So then Becca she's sleeping in her giant glowing red room.
Ooh.
And you hear the carving sound.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, what is that thing carving into? It's into the floor, and it's carving its name into the floor. I love this though. She's like, Martin, is that you? Like, okay, why would you think that your
brother is being creepy as
carving
fuck.
something in your floor? Because that sounded legit like
Yeah.
something being carved into something. And so that was a scary little moment right there. I wanted to know, how did this demon, I'm just going to call it a demon.
Oh, yeah.
Because really, it's just a conjuration of the mother's mind, her fucked up mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why, this is my question at the end of this, how could someone else, like if you had some sort of weird imaginary friend, how could I see it? How could it affect me?
Well, I think
So
like
this
she
thing
was
is-
she was a ghost, and she attached herself to Sophie. So when Sophie killed herself, spoiler.
Yeah, you ruined it.
When Sophie like killed herself to protect her family, she said, she's like, you don't exist without, like, you're nothing without me.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, Diana didn't attach herself to anyone else, and no one else had that connection with her to keep her tethered to a mortal realm.
So then why could the kids see her? Why could she affect the kids? That's what I was curious about.
Fair.
And how could Diana just apparate from one
Yeah.
location to another? Because she did travel from house to house real quick and room to room really fast.
Yeah.
So this is a supernatural being.
Ghosts are wild.
One level above super. But I love how she goes to find Martin and he's sleeping in the tub. I have
Yeah.
slept in a bathtub once at a party when I was like 18, just hammered, drunk. Blah, you throw up in the bathroom and you're like, "Bleh." I remember just rolling into the tub and pulling the shower curtain closed. I was like, I'm just going to sleep here. I slept there for like 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
My neck was in so much pain.
I bet.
Was not. People would like come into the bathroom and go, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." "Oh, you're sleeping in the tub, eh?" "Yep."
Yeah.
I don't know how many people came in and out of that bathroom using the bathroom. I felt like a creep later. I was like, it's probably seen where they realized I was passed out.
Yeah.
But one time I was really high on mushrooms, like too high on mushrooms, and I had a bath. And thank fuck I stopped the water. Because I got so high all of a sudden, I came to, and the water was ice cold. Thank God I didn't
Whoa.
drown.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm like shivering, going, holy fuck, how long have I been in the bathtub? This is not cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, I kind of toned shit down after that. 'Cause I was a little spooked.
Yeah.
Like, okay, these mushrooms aren't that fun anymore. I think I might have probably did them like 5 days later because I was an idiot. Yeah, but yeah, I made a couple comments like Diana is creepy.
Yeah.
Like the way it wasn't overdone the way she moved, like some movies you see, like she moved naturally, like some sort of creepy ghost. But the actress that played Diana, I showed you a picture earlier.
Yeah.
God damn,
I know.
she's hot. She's a stunt woman in Avatar, stunt woman in some other stuff. It's pretty, but like it's weird because it just looked like so it wasn't CGI.
No, it was
wasn't
practical.
CGI. But how was she so strong? Supernatural powers.
Yeah,
All right, okay, fine.
Poltergeist.
So I love how they go to they're like, okay, she's like, Diana is real. She convinces Brett to take her over to her mom's house. And I love the ding dong. Oh, she must not be home.
Yeah.
Just grabs the key and lets
Like,
herself in.
Give her a second. God damn.
She wasn't even home at all, though. I realized after.
Yeah, she was grocery shopping, but still, like, ding dong. No, she's not here.
Better break in.
Yeah.
And this is where she finds all the
info about Diana, so that her mom was institutionalized when she was a kid, and she met Diana there, who was like evil and found in a basement in complete darkness when she was 13, and her dad had killed himself upstairs, and she had like gotten into people's heads and attached herself and became obsessed with their mom when she was a kid. And then she had that skin condition that made her very sensitive to light. And the doctors did that like light treatment where they were shining lights on her and then they killed her.
Yes, just kind of blasted her into oblivion.
Yeah.
Because that, from the pictures.
It looks
like
like
she
an
just-
atomic bomb went off. Like the shape of her was there.
Almost like in the cartoons where like Wile E. Coyote gets blown up.
Yeah, and then you
this goes.
Yeah.
It just turns into ash.
Yeah.
There's just a silhouette of his.
Yeah.
It's interesting that, like, what was the date? Do you remember? Was there a date on that treatment? Like, probably in the 80s, 90s, 60s, 70s?
It looked like, I don't know.
We've
Yeah,
come
probably.
along. We've come a long way with medicine.
Yeah.
Here, just take this cocaine. You'll get better. Hey, just like remember electroshock therapy. People getting their heads wrapped with a band just cranked up to 1,000 volts. Here, let's shock the demons out of you. Thank God we live when we do. I'm very thankful for that.
Oh,
We got-
I would have been electroshocked for sure.
I can just take CBD
With
oil.
hysteria.
This you can just take CBD for my fucking disorder. Smoke a bunch of weed. Oh, which I'm going to after this. I haven't smoked weed in 31 days.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this next podcast is just going to be
You're
me
going to
going,
be like,
huh? Take the reins, Katie. They're all yours.
oh my God.
This wine is tasting real good. It's a Malbec.
Ooh,
buddy.
look at that. Look at the legs.
Look at the tannins.
Look at those legs.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That's the legs of the wine. When you swirl it around like that, the legs are the wine that like sticks to the where you swirl it. So you can,
Interesting.
the longer it stays there, the better the legs are.
The leg. She's got legs. This is Alamos Malbec. My buddy Tyler got me out of Malbec.
Ooh, the Alamos Malbec is good.
It was on for $12.99 a bottle. I
Damn.
never pay more than $20.
Like $10 a bottle.
No.
Yeah, same.
12 to 15.
Oh.
18's like getting classy. You can tell I'm a bachelor because look at this wine glass. It is gross. It is cloudy as fuck. I wash everything with the same scrubbing wand with the soap and the thing, but like I finally just changed it. Oh God, after like 2 months.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, actually, the last time I changed it was when my sister and mother were here in July. So I went August, September, October with the same scrubber on the end. Ugh. I always feel nervous giving people glasses of water. I'm like, hold on, let me make sure that's clean. Just be a second. Just redoing. I would like to have a dishwasher, but that's just lazy. Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
So she is in the house and finds out about Diana, and then she's in her what looks like her childhood bedroom, and then Diana's like, "Go away. I'm not gonna be sent away again." And then yanks her up by the head.
Yeah, like picks her up to the ceiling.
Yeah. And
Supernatural strength.
yeah, and then her boyfriend Brett hears about it and comes into the room, and then the light shines, so Diana goes away. And then they leave, and she's like, "This is evidence." And they go back to her house,
No, wait, till they go to leave, and the brother's like, "No, we can't leave."
No,
It's
not
our
yet.
mother. Really?
Because they go back to her
Oh, yeah,
house,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then the little guy shows up.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
right.
yeah, and then she tells her brother about like her mom and Diana and the
Okay, this is where she's talking in all vocal fry.
All vocal
like, oh my
fry.
gosh, she did this. All I could think of was the Kardashians.
yeah,
I tried to watch
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
once, and I just, I can't stand the way they talk. Oh my god, I can't even. Oh, can you even? I
Courtney.
can't even.
That's so selfish. Bible, I swear that happened.
Yeah, I cannot tell you. If someone were like, "What was that show about?" I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I couldn't
Rich
explain to you what it's about.
ladies in Calabasas.
Who gives a shit?
I know.
There's plenty of people do though. I guess.
Oh yeah, it's on like its 15th season or some shit.
Ugh.
But yeah, so this whole time she's talking in vocal fry, telling her brother about her mom that was in an institution when they were kids, and Diana was a real person but died and attached herself to their mom. And they were going to go back to their house to rescue their mom.
That's exactly. I can't even do
Yeah.
it. That's exactly what she said. Oh, I guess that's it right there.
That's
That's exactly what she sounds like. That's what she
So
talked. Like, so they go back to.
they go back to their mom's house.
Wait, does she say bottom? Wait, no, yeah, they go back to
Yeah.
their place. They have the conversation at the table.
Yeah.
This is when you're like, "Oh, Brett's there."
Yeah, I was like,
you didn't see him.
"Hi!"
He was sitting right there. He was in the opening shot.
I think I was writing something down.
It happens. I miss all kinds of shit. I do like using the phone for notes, though. It's easier than
Yeah.
actually handwriting.
Yeah.
It's such
And
a
I
time
can
saver.
I can keep up more.
Well, and I can like skip back between IMDb and
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, oh yeah, shit, this person was in this. Oh, look at this person.
Yeah.
So yes, they're gonna stay. So she's like, fuck you. You guys are trying to make me seem crazy. Blah 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 blah. The mother leaves. She goes upstairs. They're like, well, then the little brother's like, we're staying here. It's our mom. We need to help her. I'm like, yeah, okay, you got a good point, kid. This kid was a little strong motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? No, we're not gonna leave her like you left. And like, ooh, low blow, bro.
Yeah, damn.
Come on.
And then so
Fucking fireworks. It's creepy. That's creeping me out now.
yeah.
Does it sound like somebody tapping on the wall? outside?
Yeah. It sounds like someone's like coming into your patio.
Leave the lights on.
So they Diana proof the house and turn on all the lights and duct tape the light switches to on. And then they light a bunch of candles and hide flashlights all over the house. And then her brother's like,
Will you sleep with me? I'm scared.
And she's like, yeah, totally.
she's like, Brett and I are going to be on the couch. And he's like, no, please, will you sleep with me? And she's like, yeah, sure, I guess so. I guess I won't fuck Brad on the family couch.
Brett's so easygoing. He's like, whatever, babe.
I
It's all good."
know.
But she gives him the bottom drawer.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to
Yeah.
die.
As soon as she gave him the bottom drawer and was like, I like you. I was like, yeah, you're dead. You're dead, Brad.
And
Goodbye.
I actually liked him. He was a good character.
Yeah.
Like, this guy just means well. He's put up with this
With
woman for
her
8
shit
months.
of
8 months.
I haven't been seeing anyone else, but it's not super serious between us.
You're the only one that I've been seeing. So I like you a lot.
We're not boyfriend and girlfriend. Just get that through your head.
I just thought she had commitment issues, which she kind of did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, at this point I'm thinking, because she goes up to the mom's room and is like, "You ever hear from Dad?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, I haven't heard from your dad in forever." And I'm like, I think Diana killed your
Yep.
dad. Pretty sure.
And then her mom's like, I want to start over tomorrow. And Rebecca's like, yeah, I like that idea. And then her mom like comes out and puts something in Rebecca's hand and hugs her. And Diana pulls her into her bedroom and like shuts the door. And then Rebecca looks at this note that her mom gave her that says, "I need help."
That was creepy.
Yeah.
That was really. I'm like, wow. Even she knows like what's up.
Mm-hmm. And
so
then
this Diana's pretty overprotective.
yeah, possessive. And then Diana, they go to bed, and Diana cuts the power to the house somehow as a trap.
With those gloves, I guess.
Yep.
Because Brett goes outside and is like, "Oh shit, the power pole itself, the transformer's been all fucked up."
Yeah. So she probably operated outside in the dark and fucked around with it.
That's that knowledge of of
Yeah.
electrical stuff.
Yeah.
But the candles, smart. Smart idea.
Yep.
The smartphone, Brett, because they get stuck in the basement.
Yeah.
He busts out the smartphone. I'm like, fuck yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
But I just knew. I'm like, dude, turn the flashlight on. Turn
I know.
the flashlight on because the thing is 3 times as bright as the screen and it's not going to shut off.
Yeah. And then his screen shuts off and she knocks it out of his hand and smashes it. And then he makes a run for it outside. And then he tries to go to his car, but she like picks him up in the darkness. And we're like, oh, here we go. Brett's dead.
He's dead.
And then he turns on the lights of his car and it shines and she drops him. And I'm like, yes. And then he leaves and I'm like, yes.
And he gets cops, which is smart.
Yeah.
I was saying the whole time, the candles, they should have, like, if they were Jewish, they would have had candelabras.
Yeah.
Like, was it 8 candles all at once? I think it's, I don't know if it's 8 or 9. It's a
That's
bunch.
that's a menorah.
Oh, what the hell is it? Oh, candelabra has what, like 4 or 5? It holds multiple candles, right? Do I need to look it up? Hold on. Show me a picture of a candelabra. I don't know how to spell it.
That's like Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yeah, 5. Looks like, ooh, man, you can get some with 1, 2, 3. No, hold on, that's 5. You can get candelabras with, they hold multiple. That's 5, that's 3, that's 3. Yeah. So candelabras wouldn't be good. Menorahs would have been just as good.
Yeah.
So either or, multiple candles.
Something.
Because I don't, if she was a ghost, she shouldn't be able to blow candles out.
Mm-hmm.
She's not breathing. Don't have breath. But anyway, I digress. Where are we at here? Oh, they have to find the black light in the basement. So Becca and Martin are now
Trapped in the basement.
because the cops haven't come back yet.
No.
They're like, shit, we need more light. And they start a fire.
Mm-hmm.
In this basement is huge.
Yeah, that whole house is huge.
Yeah. But like that basement just seems like, I guess the mom wouldn't really spend time in the basement looking around.
No.
Or if she knew that Diana was in there, she wouldn't be fucking invading her space. But the husband should have known what was up in that basement.
Yeah.
You're your guy. You know what's going on in your basement. If I had a basement right now, I would know what was in there. I would think.
Yeah.
Most guys do. It's a guy thing.
Huh.
But yeah, they find the black light. And that's kind of cool that she's viewable, visible. That's the alcohol. Visible in black light.
But it
And they're
doesn't
like,
hurt her.
hey, we can black light her and then burn her with the flashlight.
Yeah.
All right. Pretty clever. And the cops show up, and of course the cops aren't listening.
Oh,
Like,
no.
Sir, get back in your car. Like, what did he say when he got there? Follow me, there's a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
Because they were reporting to a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
So, like, how did he what? I just wonder what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just beat up my girlfriend. Come follow me to the house.
Yeah.
Or he's like, oh, there's somebody fighting at this house. I guess he could have said that.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone fighting at this
Yeah,
house.
there's someone in my house attacking my girlfriend. And then he had the like defensive wounds on him. So they'd be like,
Oh,
because his neck had hand marks on it.
it's true. Yeah, you got all scarred up.
Yeah. So then the shot where the police officer is firing his gun at Diana and she's disappearing with like every shot of the gun, that was good.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
This was, with the special effects were really well done. Nothing seemed phony.
No, it
The-
was everything had a purpose.
Mm-hmm. But then we get to the end. And this is where, the kid makes it out. Brett takes him outside.
Mm-hmm.
And the Becca's almost going to get killed by Diana.
Yeah.
And the mom comes downstairs and, I told you, don't touch my kids. And she's like, there's no you without me. And again, it comes back to the question I had of how, she shoots herself. Diana disappears.
Yeah.
How can someone else's ghost / imaginary monster hurt other people?
Mm-hmm.
If it's as if she had been taking her meds, she wouldn't have existed.
Mm-hmm.
Then how could she fuck with other people?
Yeah.
So that was that was the only stretch in this movie.
Yeah, like is she a figment of imagination or a ghost or yeah.
And then at the end, I'm sitting there thinking, What did these people tell the police?
I know,
None
right?
of them are in handcuffs.
No.
There are 2 dead police officers in the house
Mm-hmm.
and a woman who committed suicide.
They probably thought it was the mom because there's a history of psychiatric problems.
Man, I guess that's a rough pill to swallow for the kids, but at least the kids are going like, well, shit, at least the cops don't think it was us.
Yeah.
Because
Because in a shitty horror movie, absolutely, they'd be like, get on the ground. And they'd be like, you're not listening.
yeah, we're telling you the truth.
Yeah.
So it just seemed like a weird story to explain, but I guess they just chalk it up to, well, mom was crazy,
Yeah.
and she must have killed those cops, and she was trying to kill us too. So now they have to spin this whole yarn of
Yeah. And the
of-
3 of them are in it together.
So if they get interrogated, let's say we got to bring you in for questioning just to clear the story up, and they question them each individually. There's going to be some inconsistencies.
yeah, there's going to
with their
be
story.
some discrepancies.
Lights Out 2, the investigation / trial
Yeah.
of the century.
I just pin it on
It
Brett.
was a ghost. It was a fucking ghost, man.
Yeah.
Not gonna believe some 8-year-old kid.
Yeah, no.
It was a ghost. It was my mom's imaginary friend.
You're like, okay. Mm-hmm.
Sure, buddy. Imaginary friend.
Yeah.
But with that aside, it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
It was a good choice for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I'm gonna give it an actual. Okay, I've never
Yeah, an
given anything
official
an actual
actual
score.
ruling.
I'm gonna give it 7 bottles of antidepressants
Ooh.
out of 10 prescriptions for antidepressants.
Huh. Okay.
It's kind of a real score, but
Okay.
not really a real score.
I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it 5 beers out of a 6-pack.
Ooh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good score.
It's just like this is, I think, the second or third overall time I've seen this in like the 3 years that it's been out. And I like watching it, I can't find big things wrong with it. Like there are a couple like, I don't know how this works, like explain this, but it's a clean story. The concept is there. The plot runs smoothly. The motivation for each character is there. It's laid out. All the characters are like fully fleshed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It leaves
and
you wanting
everyone
nothing.
makes smart decisions.
That is true. There's no stupid like, let's split up. Let's
Yeah.
do this. Oh no, put the candle out. Oh, we don't need a flashlight.
Yeah.
Even the wind up flashlight.
Yeah.
Smart.
Mm-hmm. She can't fuck with the batteries on that or the,
No.
Yeah.
'Cause she can. Yeah. The electrical thing. Still
Yeah.
weird.
Still weird.
Oh, that's gonna be exciting though. I'm gonna smoke some weed between this episode and the next episode. We're gonna
Smoke weed every day.
do smoke weed every day. Boogeyman 2
Yes.
coming up on a double header Halloween episode.
Bubble, bubble, double trouble.
We'll be right back, everyone. Bye.
Bye for now.
This is Real Garbage.